I'm never gonna not allow a game to be played because the field isn't long enough for you know
You
what
don't
I mean?
measure
Like,
it before we get started.
walk it.
It's a meter off. Get the AD out there. This needs to be fixed before we get started.
Yeah.
Out there with a rattle can. Okay.
You're really close to that. Were you just
Thank you
smelling
for
it?
noticing.
Were you just smelling it?
It smells like foam.
All right. Welcome back to the Check Complete podcast.
How we doing, guys?
I'm doing great. Oh, you weren't asking me. Were you looking at the camera at the time? Okay.
Are you plural, guys?
Sorry. I'm doing great.
I feel like it after my crew pick that I saw. I feel like multiple people. There's motivation for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get my butt back in the gym.
In the gym, lose some weight. Yeah, I think everybody can probably do that. So anyway, well, thanks for coming back, and glad to have you here. New episode today, understanding the laws.
The laws.
Or the rules. The laws of the game.
Yeah. Oh.
When we're talking IFAB, like we talked about last episode, the difference between IFAB and high school level, laws and rules.
Laws and rules.
It's not EFAB, right? It's IFAB. We just decided on that?
You did research that, and it is IFAB.
Okay, good. All right. Well, the laws, let's talk about the laws or the rules. As referees, obviously we need to be familiar with them, right? And
it would be a good first step.
It'd be a good first step. How do we learn about the laws? We have that app, right?
Yeah, that app.
That IFAB
and hopefully
app. And
hopefully
I know
you went through a class.
And hopefully you got certified somewhere. And I know that I'm almost certain NFHS has an app as well for the rules. I don't think I've ever used it, to be honest. I've always
not
used
quite as friendly as the IFAB app.
I looked earlier and I found all these different
Does that
books.
one say 1987 on it?
No, it does not. I didn't referee in 1987, but I got the last few years worth of rule books here for high school, and I do Missouri and Kansas, so I got duplicates every time. So this is not current. This is not current. I don't know if I have a
coming
current
for
one,
you
actually.
next, Iowa.
Oh, the current. I think the current. Here's a current one. Yeah, 25-26.
Check that
And the other
out.
one is in my referee bag. So, but I always get sets of two because I do 2 states. Then they send you a nice preseason guide on how to deal with
everything,
misconduct management, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, always get this kind of stuff. And if you're a fool and not reading it, then that's on you.
Don't be a fool.
Don't be a fool. But
use the tools.
Use the tools that you have, and if people give you a rule book to read, then you should probably read it. Do we need to know all the laws, all the rules?
Yes.
Okay. Do we need to know them in detail? Do I need to know what the dimensions of a soccer field are?
It depends on who you're talking to. Me? No.
No, I don't.
I'm sure there are several people out there who need to know the exact dimensions of the field.
The minimum and the maximum. I feel like as long as I know where to find the answer quickly, I'm okay. I don't need to memorize that.
Your IFAB app.
My EFAB app.
Your high school app.
High school app. And FHS, yes. No. But seriously, right? So are we being serious now? I was trying to be serious.
Been serious.
And you're just goofing around over there. This is a serious podcast, sir.
You're the one that keeps all your old rule books.
All of them. I just can't throw things away.
Hoarder.
Anyway, so do we need to memorize all the rules, all the laws? No, we don't. The big ones you should probably have a pretty good grasp on. But know where they are. Find them if you need to. Have that rule book in your bag, or have your phone nearby. Be able to pull it up. Right. Not during the game. Not
review them.
Not while the game is going on. But if there's going to be questions about it, you said something about earlier.
I think we used to talk about it in research class, or I don't know. I always joke around when I walk into the referee lounge and everybody's on their phone, and I make a joke about everybody reading the laws of the game, reviewing. Right. But it is a good idea to review them.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
we used to talk about, just review one of the major laws every week.
Yeah.
And over the course of...
Or if something happens in a game and you need to review it,
then.
Hey, I'm going to look that up when I get home, right?
Yep. Over the course of, a year, you're going to review the major laws several times. So,
I remember when I was a teenager, so we're talking maybe like 10, 15 years ago.
He hasn't aged well.
Not at all. When I played, I remember this vividly. I always read the rules. Like, I always would be really in tune with, and the reason for it was
loophole. You're looking for loopholes.
I was obviously I wanted to use them to my advantage.
Yes.
But it also always helped me to have really good advice for the referee, and to point out their mistakes, which was something I was very good at as a player.
Spit the law number and
not like that, but if they were not doing something correctly, I would be quick to point it out, which would not make me their favorite player on the field. Which I didn't.
Leviticus says that's handball.
So anyway, it took me some time. I wish I would have been more mature at that as a teenager, and be able. I wish I would have refereed as a teenager. That's really what it's all come down to, because then I would have seen the other side of the laws, and not just know them by black and white, how they're written and what they read, but also how to apply them and how to massage them a little bit and get that feel for things, right? So.
And when you just said that makes me think of what we talked about previously with spectators.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
They don't know all the nuances and how to manage things. They just know, his hand, that should be handball.
Right. And if anything hits him here in the chest, it's a handball.
For sure.
Yeah. So. And especially if you called a handball just a little bit before against their team, then now everything is a handball too for the other team. So anyway,
that's called consistency.
I don't want to relive that episode about parents and spectators that are being difficult. I still have nightmares about that one. Anyway, so we need to understand and know the rules, right? Absolutely. So where do we find those rules? Again, we talked about in apps. If you don't have a physical copy of it, there are apps for it nowadays. Everybody has a phone, I believe. Everybody seems to have a phone.
If you're 8 years old, you have a phone.
Well, my kid didn't get a phone until he was 15, so
good for you.
And he's 15 now. Yeah, but if you have a phone, and we always talk about this in classes and ELCs, and get the app. It's not going to hurt you. No. So learn about the craft that you're out there. It's free. Yeah, you don't have to pay for it. Nobody will get it then. And read, like I said, read it one. Everyone, go through it every once in a while. Skip over the dimensions of the field and everything. That's,
Pay attention to Law 5 though.
5 is the referee.
That's a good one.
That's the referee, right? Yeah. 3 is the players. 12 is misconduct. 11
sounds great.
11 is offside, I believe, right? That's about what I remember. But
which one's the penalty kick?
I don't know. It's later. It's got to be a 14 or 15. I don't know. Do you want me to look it up?
What number was it in 2001?
I don't know. So another thing I was thinking about laws or rules, anything that's in these, the throw in 15, right? Anything that's in this book, any rules, any laws, they're in here because it happened somewhere, right? Don't you think?
That makes me.
They have when they first started putting this together, I don't know.
Makes me think of road signs or signs in a parking lot. There's a reason those signs are there.
Yeah.
As ridiculous as the sign may seem.
Yeah. So and it's every year it's adjusted. They're in different, I don't think they really take things out necessarily, but they change a little bit and add some new things. And it's, as the game evolves, so do the rules, right? And if it's in the book, it's probably because it happened somewhere. So don't say, oh, that could never happen.
Hi everyone, it's MLS Assistant Referee Jeff Swartzel again, and today I get to talk to you about the laws of the game. The laws of the game and the knowledge of them are one of the pillars of success that every official requires to do the job. I like to read the text at least once a year, usually in the preseason, and I pay special attention to new laws that were introduced and the reasoning behind them. Understanding the reason for implementation helps me gauge the spirit of the law as well as the text, which is just as important on match day.
I just want to make a point there.
Yeah.
But understanding the reason for the change.
Mm-hmm.
And just understanding that part of it, why it was this way before and why it changed, can help you as well. I never really kind of thought of
with changes.
Why it changed, or making myself more familiar with why it changed.
Right. Well, usually they will show what the old text was, and strike through, line through it, and then the new text, like in red or something, so you can kind of see what it used to be and what it is now.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely
I also like to revisit the text a few times a year as I encounter weird situations where the laws have been called into question. We all know that there are nuances to every law, and every situation is going to be different. So when I encounter something weird in a game, or a friend encounters something weird, I like to go back and read through those parts of the text to make sure that I've applied it correctly, and if I haven't, to make sure I will the next time. I like to keep a good group of friends and mentors and colleagues that have that same passion for the knowledge that I do, because a lot of times we'll have questions, and we'll test each other to make sure that we're all upholding the same standard.
That's probably... That's a fantastic thing to do, right? And I always say you learn so much in the referee locker room, in the referee room.
War stories,
right? You can learn so much from other referees, and not always, the good things. Maybe that referee is talking about how they screwed up something.
Yeah.
Or something weird happened in the game, and they didn't know how to handle it. Well, it's almost like you were there.
Yeah.
And the next time that happens in your game, you're going to be much better prepared for it, right? Yeah, exactly.
And
so
we talk it out.
And hearing about it before it actually happens, it's almost like you were there, right?
Yeah. You get a little.
At least I get that.
You get a little memory flash while you're running.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh man, this is what
Mark
told me.
Or you say to yourself, like, dang, that sucks. That happened to you? Well, if that happens to me, this is what I'm going to do, right? So.
When players and coaches and fans show up, they expect fair play, and we can't give them that expectation if we don't operate all from the same set of rules. So it's important that each of us take the time to understand and apply the laws of the game, as well as the spirit of the game, and give expected decisions. Understanding the book will help us allow to know when to execute to the letter of the law, and also where it bends. Thanks everyone again for the opportunity. We'll see you next time.
Some things are like, written in stone, and it has to be like that. But there's a lot of things you can, bend, so to speak, bend rules. You're not
what the game is asking for.
What is the game asking for? And one of the referees, he always says, the game is speaking to you, right?
Yeah.
So, anyway, so the takeaway that I get from that is, so it's a constantly evolving set of rules, right?
Right.
Because we start maybe with 3 or 4 things 50 years ago, probably more than 100 years ago, and then something happens, like, oh, that never happened before. We should probably put this in our law book, right? Put that in there, and then where did we put this in which section? Well,
let's make a new one.
Make a new one. Well, we don't have anything for what offside. What is this? Oh, it's a new rule, number 11, right there. Right? Okay. So it's ever evolving. It's something that it has to because the game changes.
Yep.
And having it's not just the black and white that we need to have a grasp on, but also understanding on how to implement those things and how to have a feel for, bending the rules. Not bending. Bending the rules sounds bad. It's like you're looking the other way when you shouldn't. You know. What I mean? But it's you referee to the level of competition that you're at, right?
Right.
So. But a few things are certainly that have to be. If somebody is, if you're striking somebody in the game, we can't look the other way, right? That's,
Yeah, that wouldn't be
there's nothing he can do to get out of that situation without a red card. So, so we want to, what is our role as referee? We want to make sure we ensure
safety.
It's safety is always
And
first.
fairness.
It's always number one. Fairness. We want everybody obviously enjoying playing, enjoying watching the game, but safety, fairness is obviously the pillars of what we do as a referee. So, again, we talked about this already. How do you learn about the rules? Well, you might want to start reading them.
Read them.
Talk to friends. The locker room talk. If you have a question about something that happened in your game, or maybe something that you saw on TV. I mean, most of us watch, maybe international football or MLS or college or something like that, and something happens and you're like, what? Did they get that right? I don't know. I'm going to ask somebody, right?
That's
so. Talk to other referees.
mentors.
Mentors for sure.
Mentors are great to have.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had an episode on mentors already, right? So
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Episode.
Raise your hand if you saw it.
What episode was it? Episode 2, maybe. I don't know. It's been a while.
Well, it was
back.
episode mentors.
Episode mentors. Yeah, that's right. We don't number them. No numbers on these episodes. Okay.
Mainly because we can't count.
Right. I like phone a friend, right?
Phone a friend.
After game.
After the game.
Please don't do that during the game. Don't have your phone on you when you're refereeing. But yeah, if something happens, call a friend. Or a mentor. Ask, how would you handle the situation? How can I? Did I get this right? Did I get the situation right?
I've done that before.
Yeah. You didn't call me.
I didn't call you. No, I didn't.
I thought it was your friend.
I wanted the correct answer.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Okay.
No, I really screwed something up one time.
Yeah. Well.
And
okay.
I had coffee with Gordie, and we talked about it.
Gordie, our Gordie.
Yeah, our Gordie.
Gordie.
G easy.
G easy. G-3.
Yes. Yeah,
remember.
that was a good resource because
Yes.
I was beating myself up over that.
Yeah. He's good with the rules. He's he's not one of those guys that knows everything, but he has a good feel for it, I think. Yeah. And he's good. Certainly a good referee for sure.
Yeah, that was college 2018 season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So a while back. Yeah.
So
We were still
it was
doing
a
a college
while
game.
back.
All right.
If you needed help.
And if you don't have any friends, don't have anybody call, get a hold of your state leadership. Find out if they can refer you to somebody that can help you out.
We're your friends. You can call us.
Call us. Hey, send us an email. Check complete at law5films.com. You can send us an email.
We'll shoot you straight.
We'll shoot you straight. We'll give you all the
You may only call us once.
Yeah, that may be the last time you'll do that. No. Don't shoot you straight. Yes. Any questions about a rule? Something happened in your game? We'd certainly love to hear about it.
Yeah.
I do. So yeah, give us a call.
We'll keep your name anonymous.
That's right. SRC, sometimes high school, I don't think Kansas really has a person like that, but I know on the Missouri side, there are rules interpreters for each of the regions in the state. And they send that out in the preseason to everybody. But in all honesty, even if it's somebody that happens somewhere else where I'm not refereeing or I'm not I'm on SRC, but if it's another state or something, I'm happy to talk to anybody about any rules or laws. So just if all else fails, you have nobody to talk to. You don't know how to get a hold of your SRC or anybody in the leadership of your state. You know who assigned the game to you, right?
I would hope so.
I hope you know who assigned you a game. So get a hold of that assigner and say, hey, I got a question. Can you refer me to somebody that can help me answer this? So, well, I mean, again, if you get a hold of somebody at the state referee committee level or a leadership level, and ask the question about how do I apply this rule or did I get this right, it is in their best interest to help you out. So don't feel like you're burdening them or something, because we want all.
They're not going to lead you astray.
No, we want all referees to have confidence, to have the right information, to have the correct calls on the field, because in turn that means that less angry phone calls
makes
or
your
emails,
job easier.
Yeah, less angry phone calls that we get or emails from parents or
that's a good point.
Coaches that we don't have to deal with because hey, this referee got it right.
You got it right.
Anyway, so that's really what it all comes down to, right?
That's all about you.
Less angry. Yeah, it is all about me. I want less angry emails. So anyway,
less angry emails.
So we talked about the referee room at the local soccer complex. Yep. So a great place to gain experience. Careful though, listen, but don't take everything and make it law, because a lot of the referees may not be how would you say
as experienced,
or they might not maybe know what they're talking about, but if you're not sure about something, ask somebody.
Ask a reputable source.
Right. And again, I know we touched on this before with when we talked about parents that are yelling about things during games. Most of the time, they do not. Our customers are the players, the coaches, the fans. Who says that? Our customers. Is it Rich Kaminsky that always says that? We have customers. Maybe. I think that sounds right.
That's a good way to look at it.
Our customers are the players, the coaches, and the parents. They pay for the kids to play, right? Their knowledge of the game of the laws is probably not very high.
Abysmal.
That's your choice of word. But so we talked about in one it might have been last week when we had the episode about the fans, the kick, the high kick. Hands in the back. Well, there's no rule that says you can't have a hand in the back of a player. What's the hand doing? Is it pushing?
I like when they help with throw-ins 40 yards away.
Yeah. So
those are my favorite.
So anyway, we need to enforce the rules, but we also, if we can educate at the same time, if we can,
for sure, help.
We don't know what, it shouldn't take away from our refereeing on the field, but if we can help everybody, especially the players on the field right next to us, if they're asking the question, fine, we should talk to them, tell them, hey, this is what you did, and if you do this but don't do this, you'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
And build that relationship with players on the field. But in order to do that, to be on the field with coming across as somebody that understands what they're doing and having the certain level of what am I trying to say, the education of the game, that comes by understanding the laws, by reading it and knowing what you're doing on the field, right? So and that
goes a long way with coaches' conversations too.
Absolutely, yeah. And it comes with experience.
If you're able to verbalize that according to the laws of the game and the verbiage that the laws of the game use.
So yes, encourage you to use however it's written in the laws, right? So please don't say offsides.
There's only one.
So and I always like to say, hey, as officials, we don't need everybody to like the calls that we make, but ultimately we want them to accept them, right? The decisions that we make. So And that's really what it all comes down to, right? So, and
accept them and move on.
Move on. So, all right. Well, this is all I had for this one. You want to add anything?
No, I think it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Well, there's
read the law books and the rule books, whichever apply to you.
Laws, IFAB, club soccer, federation. That's laws. High school's rules.
College
rules. Yeah, and they're not all the same. That's not the only difference in those in the set of instructions. Yeah. So there's other differences too.
It amazes me, like, you know, the guys that do federation, college, high school, and keep everything straight.
Well, what I always do, because I do all three, and especially in the fall where we have college on top of everything else, right? So we have high school. I don't do much federation in the fall for sure. I always, when I get to the venue, I try to like reset. Okay, college game today, and in the back of the college rule book, which I don't even have here. That's I think it's upstairs. They have on the back like the differences between.
Oh,
remember that? Yeah, on the back.
I do remember
difference between federation, high school, and college, and they actually have, written down.
Carry it in your pocket during the game.
So what is this is a test now? What is it? One of the differences between federation and high school as far as throw-ins goes. There's a difference.
Yeah.
What is it?
If the ball doesn't go in play, then it switches directions. In high school. Federation, the ball must go in play.
Right. For it to be a throw-in.
A throw-in, yeah.
So if the ball in federation, in USSF, IFAB, you throw it and it hits the ground.
Blows it.
The wind blows it. It never goes into the field of play, and
it's a rethrow.
It's a rethrow, right? In high school, it would go to the other team.
The other direction.
Yeah. High school foul throw goes the other way. I like that one better because I feel like, man, if you're throwing the ball, if you're throwing the ball in and you can't get it into the field,
you're a senior in high school.
Well, the federation.
Oh.
If you're throwing the ball in and you can't get into the field,
my bad.
Let's have the other team try. All right. Well, thanks for being here today with us. Please subscribe. Send us a message. Maybe a law that you weren't aware of. Maybe until just recently came up, and something you want to share with us. Be great. Send us an email.
Crazy instances in your game. And
there's always something happening, right?
Something you had to review the laws.
Send us a message on social medias, email, checkcompletepodcast@law5films.com. And we will see you the next time.
That would be Check Complete.
Check Complete.